Level 1. Level 1 is the starting point. The card you get when nobody else will give you one. These are credit builder cards. In the UK, there's a whole category of cards designed specifically for people with thin or damaged credit histories. This is where most people begin their relationship with credit, and where most people form opinions about credit cards that they carry for the rest of their financial lives, usually incorrectly. A secured card requires a deposit. You put down $200, you get a $200 credit limit, and the bank takes approximately zero risk because they're lending you your own money back with extra steps. You can be accepted even with a poor score or no score at all. In the US, the equivalent is a secured card, where you put down a deposit, say $200, and that deposit becomes your credit limit. The interest rates at this level are high. We're talking representative APRs well above 30% in the UK, and similar in the US. But here's the thing, that rate should never matter to you. Because the only correct way to use one of these cards is to pay it off in full every single month. Capital One Secured MasterCard. Discover it secured. The open sky. These cards exist for one purpose: to build a credit history for someone who doesn't have one, or to rebuild one for someone who damaged theirs. There are no rewards. There are no benefits. There is no lounge access. Here's what most people miss about Level 1. The card is not the product. The credit score is the product. That score is the real asset being built. Level 2 is where most people start when they walk into a bank as a working adult. This is your standard credit card. Fair credit, sensible limit. In the UK, you're looking at cards that give you a small amount of cash back on your spending. Modest, but consistent and accepted everywhere. In the US, the entry cashback cards at this level are actually more generous. Some offer 2% back on everything with no fee at all, which is a genuinely good deal for a free product. These cards work. They're accepted everywhere. They protect your purchases. They help your credit score. But the rewards are modest. 0.25% sounds appealing until you realize you'd need to spend £400 to earn £1 back. You can do better. Level 2 is perfectly fine. Level 3 is where it starts to get interesting. Level 3 is where people start to actually earn from their cards. And in the UK, it's where American Express enters the picture for the first time. At this level, no-fee cashback cards become genuinely rewarding. In the UK, cards like this often come with a welcome cashback rate, something like 5% for the first few months capped, and then a meaningful ongoing rate of around 0.5 to 1%. In the US, the best no-fee cards at this tier offer flat rates of 1.5 to 2% on everything, with no cap and no complexity. Here's the critical rule at Level 3. You must pay your balance in full every month. If you carry a balance, the interest will wipe out every penny you earn in cashback. These cards are built to reward discipline. Use them correctly, and they are genuinely one of the best free products in personal finance. This is where most people should be aiming. And once you're here, Level 4 becomes very tempting. Level 4 is where you pay for the first time, and where the real benefits begin. At this level, you're paying an annual fee. In the UK, that's typically somewhere between £150 and £200. In the US, usually around $95. And that might sound backwards. Why would you pay for a credit card when free ones exist? Because the fee pays for itself. 4 airport lounge passes a year. That's real money. Dining credits. That's real money. A welcome bonus that can be worth several £100s or dollars in flights. That's real money. The cards at Level 4 earn points that transfer directly to airline programs. Avios in the UK, Delta, United, British Airways in the US. If you're flying a few times a year, the value you extract from these points can comfortably exceed the annual fee. But Level 4 still has limits. 4 lounge visits, some travel insurance. Level 5, the American Express Business Platinum, the City Prestige in its final form, the Chase Sapphire Reserve for Business, Annual fees of $695 to $895. Though the Amex Business Platinum at $695 per year adds 1.5 times points on purchases over $5,000. The card also comes with access to the Global Lounge Collection. Level 5 is the highest rung you can reach by applying online. The annual fee at this level is significant. In the UK, we're talking around £650. In the US, close to $700. But here is what you get in return. Unlimited airport lounge access. Not 4 visits, unlimited. For you and a guest, every trip, across more than 1,000 lounges worldwide. Dining credits worth several £100 or dollars per year. Elite status with major hotel chains, which means room upgrades, guaranteed late checkout, and bonus points on every stay. Comprehensive travel insurance for your whole family. And the card itself is made from metal. The catch at level 5 is simple. You have to use it. If you fly 4 or 5 times a year, actively use the lounge. Take advantage of the hotel status and redeem the dining credits. This card earns back more than it costs. If you travel twice a year and forget to activate the benefits, it's an expensive card that sits in your wallet. Level 5 is the ceiling for a public card. Level 6, the invitation-only tier, the American Express Centurion, the Black Card, $10,000 initiation fee, $5,000 annual fee. Amex decides when you qualify and when you do. A package arrives in the mail containing a card made of anodized titanium and a letter explaining what you now have access to. A dedicated Centurion agent who handles travel bookings, restaurant reservations, and the kinds of requests that fall outside what a normal concierge can accommodate. A specific person who knows their financial situation, their goals, their preferences. The card is part of the package. Access to events that are not publicly available, fashion weeks, sporting events, cultural occasions, where the access itself is the benefit and the seat is secondary. Here is what the card actually is at this level. A signal. The person who hands a black card to a restaurant, a hotel, or a business associate is communicating something that has nothing to do with the rewards rate. The question it answers has nothing to do with points. The question it answers is, who is this person? The US, the equivalent private banking thresholds are similar. The card follows the relationship, not the other way around. The concierge at level 6 doesn't book restaurants. It handles things, whatever that means for a given client. Level 7. The private banking cards, JP Morgan Reserve, the Coutts World Silk Card in the UK. Cards issued exclusively to private banking clients with minimum assets under management of $10 million. These are not applications. They are conversations. Your private banker mentions at some point in the relationship that there is a card available. You express interest. It appears. The JP Morgan Reserve, issued to private banking clients of JP Morgan. No published credit limit, no application. They are using a payment instrument that comes with a relationship to one of the largest financial institutions in the world, and that relationship is the product. Here is the final insight. At level 1, the card is a tool for building credit. At level 7, the card is proof that you don't need credit. Annual income reportedly well into 7 figures. Even then, an invitation is not guaranteed. In the UK, the joining fee alone runs to several £1,000s, and the same again every year after that. The card itself is made from titanium and steel. It has no preset spending limit. What do you get? A lifestyle manager, not a call center, not a team. You're a person assigned specifically to you, who handles reservations at restaurants that are fully booked for everyone else. Access to events, private suites, exclusive experiences. In the UK, it is the only credit card in existence that includes airline elite status as a cardholder benefit. The Level 7 card is not a financial product. It is an artifact of a certain kind of life.